Hello, welcome back to Regulatory Affairs 101. I am Nancy. Today we are breaking down off-label drug use, what it is, why it happens, and how the rules differ between the United States and the European Union. If you are new to regulatory affairs, this is one of the most important concepts to understand. Off-label use simply means prescribing an FDA-approved drug outside the conditions described in its labeling, whether that's a different indication, dose, route, population, or regimen. And here's the key point. FDA regulates manufacturers, not medical practice. So off-label prescribing by licensed clinicians is legal. FDA approval is based on substantial evidence for specific uses. But FDA does not evaluate safety or efficacy for off-label uses, and it doesn't control how clinicians prescribe once a drug is on the market. Manufacturers, however, face strict limits. They cannot promote off-label uses except in narrow scientific exchange contexts, like responding to unsolicited questions or sharing peer-reviewed publications. Manufacturers may not market or advertise off-label uses. They may not provide proactive promotional materials for unapproved uses, but they may provide truthful, non-misleading scientific information when a healthcare provider asks for it. They may also disseminate peer-reviewed scientific publications under specific FDA guidance. And if evidence supports a new use, they can submit a supplemental application to add that indication to the label. Off-label use is especially common in oncology, rare diseases, pediatrics, and psychiatric areas where evidence evolves quickly or approved options are limited. Because FDA hasn't reviewed the off-label use, the benefit-risk profile may be uncertain. Safety signals may differ in unstudied populations. Prescribers rely on literature, guidelines, and clinical judgment, and documenting the rationale and patient counseling is considered best practice. Off-label prescribing is legal. Off-label promotion is not. Off-label use may affect reimbursement as payers often require compendia support like NCCN, AHFS, drug tax. This distinction drives major enforcement acts under the FD&C Act and the False Claim Act. In the US, coverage often depends on drug compendia like NCCN, AHFS, and drug tax. Without compendial support, payers may deny coverage, especially in oncology. Off-label use is a powerful signal for regulatory strategy. When clinicians prescribe off-label, it often highlights unmet needs, helping teams prioritize supplemental NDA or BLA indications. Strong real-world evidence can support label expansion, while monitoring off-label trends helps identify emerging safety signals and shifts in clinical practice. And above all, promotional teams must stay strict on label to avoid compliance risk. Off-label use isn't just clinical behavior. is strategic intelligence. In the US, FDA regulates products and labeling, while clinicians have brought autonomy to prescribe off-label. In the EU, EMA manages centralized authorization, but off-label prescribing rules vary by country. Promotion rules are strict in both regions. US manufacturers must stay within the prescribing information, and EU companies must follow the SMPC and national advertising laws. Reimbursement also differs. US payers rely heavily on compendia, while EU member states make their own coverage decisions. Remember, prescribing off-label is allowed, promoting off-label is not. Regulatory teams must ensure promotional materials stay strictly on label, support compliant scientific exchange, and monitor off-label trends to inform strategy. Quick knowledge check before we wrap up. Which statement is true about off-label use in the United States? A. Manufacturers may promote off-label uses. B. Clinicians may prescribe off-label when medically appropriate. C. Off-label use is reviewed by FDA for safety and efficacy. D. Both off-label prescribing and off-label promotion are prohibited by FDA. The correct answer is B. Clinicians can prescribe off-label, but manufacturers cannot promote off-label uses. And FDA does not evaluate off-label safety or efficacy. If you want to dive deeper, check out the FDA's SIUU guidance, Good Reprint Practices, and the EU's Directive 2001/83/EC and SMPC guidelines. Thanks for watching. If you like the content of this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Have a wonderful day.